Hi, I'm Tim Probert. I'm the editor of Personal Care magazine. We're still here at SCS Formulate in Coventry, UK, and I'm now with Andrea Maltagliati, who is the Secretary General of EFfCI, which is to do with regulation. Hi, Andrea. How are you doing? Nice to see you again.
Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you, even live here in this SCS Formulate show.
Good to meet you in person, yes. So, EFfCI, just briefly tell us what EFfCI stands for and what it does.
It is an acronym who lives and works with the European Commission, works with acronyms. EFfCI means European Federation for Cosmetic Ingredients. It was born 25 years ago. The idea was to put together the energy of the national association already present into the European, geographically speaking, area. So we are representing the interest of the industry from UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Switzerland, but also we have other members that are coming from other regions in Europe.
So your members, a lot of them will be here this week at Coventry?
Yes, the vast majority are exposing here in this exhibition, yeah.
Okay. And you've been speaking here this week, or you will be speaking here this week. For those who can't be here this week, tell us about the gist of your presentation.
Tomorrow I have a speech regarding how EFfCI is supporting the industry when there is a problem triggered by some member state or the authorities in Europe. I will explain how the triggers come and how the industry can put energy together in order to try to face the problem and to sort it out if it's possible. Creating consortium, fulfilling the data gap, answering to the authorities and to the requests that we receive in terms of safety data for human health and environmental health.
Okay, so I mean, there's an awful lot of regulation at the European level. You're drowning in it. But if you can, for our audience, just pick out maybe 2 or 3 big directives that are particularly affecting the companies here this week. It's like the forestry directive.
Exactly, the deforestation is one. There is a big basket team, I can pick up whatever. Let's start from deforestation. Deforestation is going to enter into force. We simply miss the vote of the Council and the Parliament in Europe, but everything is ready to go. So for the multinational and big companies, it will start from December 31st this year. So it will be necessary to source only non-deforested chemicals to produce the ingredients for cosmetic application, not only for cosmetic industry but also for others. This is the problem for the industry because the supply chain is not yet fully ready, and so all our members are trying to sort it out and be ready for what is going to happen in the next year. For the SMEs it has been delayed 1 year later, so it will start in 2027. But in this moment, the multinational are working to sort the problem out. Another important...
But just before we move on to... But that means, in terms of surfactants, that means that essentially European manufactured surfactants will be very difficult?
Impacted, yes, exactly, impacted. Not surfactant, but everything that is coming from the derivatives of the palm oil, right. Fatty alcohol and fatty acids, they must be non-deforested. And to be clear, we agree with the approach of this legislation. Simply the application of this legislation is not 100% fair in terms of what the authorities want, because it's not removing non-deforested chemicals from the market, because other players outside Europe can produce non-deforested chemicals and bring them into the market with a competitive advantage respect of the European companies.
And but can anything be done about that, or is that's happening and that's that?
I mean, never say never, but for the moment it's happening, and it's that. Still, again, we are waiting the final vote from the Council and from the Parliament. Who maybe there is a saint in paradise that can still support the industry.
I understood. Okay, maybe not. So, other than the EUDR, what else people here at the show should be concerned about?
As I mentioned, there are many. Another hot topic in this moment is the nano definition. There is a proposal to adopt a horizontal nano definition in the European legislation. Horizontal means the same nano definition for all the chemicals in all the sectors. In this moment, we have a different definition in the cosmetic product regulation with respect of the REACH. They are not consistent. It's a problem. And the authority would like to adopt a horizontal definition for everybody. It is another big question mark, because in this moment it's not easy to apply what the definition is asking for, because there is not a clear method to be used, how to prepare the sample to make the assessment of the chemicals. And so this is something the industry is asking to the authority to support them in order to be ready when it comes into force.
And it's maybe not happening, but I remember a couple of years ago this show people were talking about SLES perhaps being phased out and more and more chemicals being phased out. Is that really, it's just this endless sort of continual banning of chemicals that could be used in cosmetics, or is there a bit of rowing back?
Oh my God, Tim. Hopefully not, because we need the industry. And again, to be clear on another point, the industry is not against the request of the authorities for the safety assessment. We simply ask them to coordinate with us what is possible to be done and in which time, because banning from the evening to the morning will mean in some cases to kill the industry. And so do not have enough chemicals to complete the formulation that everybody else is using. So we are asking time and also support in order to be able to replace the ingredients, if they are dangerous, to be substituted.
But is there a sense that the simplification that I've heard from other speakers here this week, that is actually a slight rowing back, or is it just the direction of travel is?
You're touching a very sensitive point for us, because with the new commission last year started the new year of the simplification, meaning that they realized that maybe they over-regulated in the previous commission with the Green Deal, and now they are trying to make the life of the industry simpler if it's possible. It is a good intent. For the moment, in a practical way, we do not see any benefit. But we are, again, open to work with authorities in order to achieve the best result for the industry, but also for the citizens in terms of safety assessment and environmental assessment.
Okay. And, okay, well, that's all we have time for. But thank you very much indeed, Andrea. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, Tim. Thank you.